Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bruno Maloof and I'm here to teach you how to find, fund, and execute on fantastic real estate deals that can change your life forever like they did mine. This is going to be a very special video where I show you guys exactly what I would do to scale my business from zero to $100,000 from scratch. And I'm talking no money, no properties to lean on, no income coming in, no credit, no experience. This is exactly what I would do. So follow me to my car and let's get right into it. All right, guys, so here's the plan. We're gonna get in my car, we're gonna spin the block, and we're gonna look for some properties that look like they could be some really good deals. Now, a lot of people think you have to find a totally beat up and run down property for it to be a good deal, but the truth is, I don't operate that way at all. Yes, if there's massive signs of distress, I'm gonna jot down the address and I'm gonna try to buy it. But if it just looks like a solid asset, I'm gonna add it to my list, do some research, see how much they bought it for, see if there's maybe some room for us to do an acquisition. Now, we're going to a part of town that I know there is probably a lot of deals because I've bought some deals here. I've driven by some properties before where I thought, damn, this could be a good one. Like, look at this asset right here. I know you can't really see it well, but this is a massive 3-story apartment building that even if I can get for a decent price, if it doesn't need a lot of work, I will still gladly add this to my portfolio. But we're looking for some more distressed properties because we have no money, no credit, and instead of raising the money, I'm trying to find a deal that I can do with a hard money loan or take on a couple partners and make it happen. As you can see, there's a lot of really solid assets on this street. I'm gonna slow down here because I see a couple that could be a good deal, like this yellow one right here. Obviously, it doesn't look too distressed, but you can just kind of tell it's an older building and it might not have been updated, and it looks like a solid asset. Same with the white building to the left of it. Now, as we keep driving here, you'll notice this one here, this brownish brick looking building. There's no actual brick on this. This is a brick veneer. I think it's asphalt shingle siding, which is really old. It's got a small 100 amp electrical service that looks like it has some damage, and it looks like it just generally hasn't been updated in a while. So this could be a fantastic deal. Definitely gonna write down this address. And then same for this blue house right next to it. And we'll keep driving and just making note of any property that I look like might be a good asset to own or a good deal to flip. And I'm gonna jot down the address and then you'll see what I do with it as soon as I get back to my office. So we're back in my office now. Let's find out who owns these properties and how we can reach out to them. Okay, so on the computer, our goal now is to look up what's called the property record card. That's gonna tell us who owns the property and what their mailing address is. So let's open up Google and make myself smaller here. And let's type in the town that we were looking in, and I was driving through Putnam, Connecticut. And then we're going to type in property record cards. See what comes up. See this GIS map right here? That's how you know you're in the right spot. This one too, Axis GIS, Putnam, Connecticut. Sometimes it's called VGSI. Other times they have different websites specific to those towns and cities. But I know this is the one for Putnam, so let me open it up. Boom. We're here now. And all we have to do is type in the address that we wrote down there. Okay, we have 78 Smith Street. And as you can see, it pulls up the property record card. Then we go to Vision Property Card. And here it tells us who owns it, their street address, which I'm going to blur out for this video. And then if you go down here to record of ownership, it also tells us when they last purchased it. So as you can see, this guy bought it in 2010 and what they bought it for, 70 grand. Now this is a triplex. You can see down here to confirm it's a 3-family. A 3-family for 70 grand? That's ridiculous. This guy has a lot of equity. So there's a really good chance that if we can strike a deal with him, we can make a really good win-win situation happen where we can still make money when we buy and he can cash out a huge amount. So now that I know who owns it and where they receive mail, I'm going to write them a letter. Okay, so grab yourself a pen and paper and start writing. You're going to keep it simple. Say something like, "Dear homeowner, my name is Bruno Maloof. I'm a local investor looking to add to my portfolio in the area. I drove by your property on 123 Main Street, and I was wondering if you would consider it if I made you a strong offer for it. If so, would you please call, text, or email me so that I can submit my offer? Respectfully, sign, date, and put your contact info at the bottom." Then you're going to go ahead and fold it into thirds, leaving the top showing as so. Grab yourself an envelope, stick it in so that the first thing they see is your handwritten note. Write your name, your return address on the top left, and write their name and their mailing address in the center. Then all you have to do is stick a stamp on the top right corner and mail it out. Now, me personally, if I'm starting from scratch and I'm hungry and I'm trying to get my portfolio started and find some killer deals and change my life, I'm going to spend at least 4 hours a day driving around and looking for these deals. Then I'm going to get to my computer, jot them all down, pull up all of the property record cards and find out who owns them and what their mailing address is. Then I'll spend the next few hours writing letters like these. As you saw in this video, it only takes a couple minutes to write a letter. It's not a big deal. Back when I got started, I was doing 100 handwritten letters like these per day. And that only took me about 4 to 5 hours. And then I would block out another portion of my time each day for appointments. And I would start by booking phone call appointments with these leads. That way I could talk to them, get to know them a little more, get to know the property a little more, and qualify them before I try to book a walkthrough appointment where I see the property. I do this by asking qualifying questions. Okay. The first thing I do is I ask them permission to qualify. I'll say something like, "Hey, Matt, did I catch you at a bad time? I just had a couple more questions about your property before I made an offer on them. Do you mind if I ask them now?" And they're probably going to say, "No, I don't mind at all." You say, "Great." I'm going to start off with very easy to answer, basic general questions, such as, are there any major repairs that need to be made that I should know about? Is the place occupied or is it vacant right now? And then I'll slowly start to get into more intrusive questions that people might have a hard time answering if you just come out guns blazing, asking them right away, such as, "Oh, it's occupied? Awesome. Do you mind if I ask what you're getting for rents right now? Oh, you're getting 1,300, 1,300, and 900? Why is that third one so low? Oh, I see. Is there something wrong with the unit? Okay. Do you think it could use a major overhaul? Oh, I see." So, and then I'll sum up the property. It sounds like the place is in pretty decent condition, but one of the units needs major work and the rest of them could use a cosmetic uplift. Does that sound about right? And you're going to want to get them to agree with you. You don't want to come off as a salesperson. You don't want to come off as a strong arm individual who's trying to get them to admit fault in the property. Truth is, you have to be genuinely curious and have a genuine interest in the property, as you would be if you were a serious investor looking to buy it. So after asking these qualifying questions, if you think that there's a possibility of making a good deal here, you are just going to book a walkthrough. You're going to say, "Awesome. I think based on everything you told me, we can make a good deal here. When's a good time for me to check out the property in person so that I can leave you with an offer? So do you mind if I just walk through it this Tuesday, let's say 4 o'clock? I'll take 5 minutes and then I'll leave you with a cash offer right then and there." That easy. The beauty of this is it's such a simple process. The funnel goes like this. You write them a handwritten letter. They reach out to you and you get them on a phone call. Over the phone, you qualify them and then you book an in-person appointment. At the appointment, you walk through the property, you ask permission to take photos, you gather all the photos that you need, you make sure to ask any questions that you have while you're there, and you build more rapport with the seller if he's available at the time. Then you go back to your office and you underwrite the deal. If you need help underwriting the deal, great news. You took photos and you have people like me who are more than willing to help you underwrite the deal. So reach out to me on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever you're watching this, and let me know, "Hey, I have this deal. I took some photos. I did a walkthrough, but I don't really know how to run the numbers. Maybe you can help me out." If I have time, I'll help you out personally. Otherwise, I'll send you a video of how I underwrite deals so that you can watch me and emulate that yourself. Then you'll have all the numbers laid out on a spreadsheet and you'll be able to determine how much you can offer for this property to make however much profit you want to make. And then you're going to offer them whatever your max allowable offer is. And that's it. You can either email it to them, you can put it in an envelope and physically mail it to them with another handwritten letter, or you can call them and say, "Hey, I have a fantastic offer for you. I think you're really going to like it. Do you have a minute to go over it?" And if they say yes, you say, "Awesome. What's your email? I'll send it over right now." You send it over to their email. Then you say, "Do you mind if we go over it together right now? That way, if you have any questions, I can answer them for you on the spot." They're probably going to say they don't mind. You go through it and you try to close them right there. So I would repeat that process until I started making some decent money. And then I would be hiring people to do the driving, hiring people to do the handwritten letters, and just booking myself out on appointments. All right, guys, so that's the system. That's exactly how I would go from zero to my first 100K in profits as a real estate investor, and then how I would scale it from there. If you guys enjoyed this video and got any value of it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps my channel a lot. And then just let me know in the comments exactly what type of video you want to see next, and I'll do my best to make it for you guys. Again, my name is Bruno Maloof. I teach you how to find, fund, and execute on fantastic real estate deals to change your life forever. And remember, you're only one deal away, so go get it.